and final round. Herschel Walker, Greg Nagy, heavyweight action. Nagy now comes out throwing a couple of overhand rights, and immediately Walker clinches and pushes him to the fence.
Well, Nagy has to be feeling the urgency by this point of losing this by points and of generally just getting beat up.
And falling into guard is not going to get things happening for him. He had the right idea by coming out with that overhand right, but Walker ducked under, got double underhooks, took him right down. We're going to see more of the same. But see, Nagy is very flexible, and he's going for that armbar.
Nagy now going for the armbar. Let's see what kind of submission defense Walker has. Good presence of mind. Some great avoidance there by Walker. It would be nice to see now that killer instinct, if it is in Mr. Walker at the age of 47, dominating this fight. What would you like to see more out of him here?
You know what? It goes back to basic cage fighting. He needs to turn nose and stick his head directly in the cage, so he cannot get away, and then he needs to punch down and ground and pound this young kid out.
He's bruised Nagy. He's bloodied Nagy. But he now has him tangled up along the fence right above us here at the Bank Atlantic Center.
Nagy will always be dangerous because of his flexibility. Look at that, how he doesn't mind being stacked up there because his legs are creeping up, thinking heel hook, thinking something else.
And I think, unlike the rear naked choke, I don't know if Herschel Walker really has any holds yet. I think he's just got the
full mount, and this could spell big trouble for Nagy. This is where Walker needs to close the show.
Nagy seems to have run out of options, and he may be feeling that this is all he can do.
Walker continues to strike referee Troy Watt, warning him about strikes to the back of the head. Nagy really putting up little fight here. Waugh, the referee, telling him he's about to stop the fight if he does not begin to defend himself.
Bad body language by Nagy. He should get up under his knees and try and shut Herschel Walker off. Flattening out like that is really a bad message to send to that referee. The referee's going to think, hey, dude, you better do something.
Now some hammer fists to the shoulder as well, improvising. This is over. Herschel Walker has put away Greg Nagy, and for 47 years old, Herschel Walker proves to everyone, if you see it, you believe it, yes, you too can achieve it.
And Herschel told me something. He said if MMA had been around, he would have went into MMA and not football.
And Javier Mendez and Crazy Bob Cook said that if he would have started back when he was young, he would have been maybe one of the greatest ever.
So, okay, he's done it. He came out, defeated an unheralded fighter. I mean, is this it now for Herschel Walker? Do you think he wants to come back?
I think we'll find out. I mean, who knows?
I'm going to find out in about 1 minute.
Go ask him. Yeah. He says he wants to. Amazing Herschel Walker. Let's look at this replay. Nagy just flattened out. Really no defense at all. He's just kind of moving his head from side to side. The referee the whole time is talking to him. He's staying on top of him. He just was, at that time, doing nothing to defend himself.
Well, if anything, Greg Nagy is now the answer to a trivia question that may come up in a future edition of Trivial Pursuit.
There it is there. And Walker was doing great damage. Look at him holding his head down, switching from hand to hand. This is a man who has spent some time on the ground and learned how to use his body weight and energy to whoop someone's butt. Herschel Walker, everybody. Oh.
One thing that really shocked me in the interviews was, like, I asked him, who do you think will play you in a movie? And he's doing a little entertaining, and Herschel Walker says, I don't know. But if I'm ever going to be in a movie again and do some acting, I want to play a serial killer. So not always Mr. Nice Guys. Showed a little bit of that here tonight. Say what you will, there's not many people at any age that will put in the time necessary to do what this man has done. And like I say, I hope he is an inspiration to others as he has proven to be an inspiration to us. Here's Jimmy Ledden Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Troy Waugh, had seen enough, stops the contest at the time of 2 minutes, 17 seconds in round number 3. At 47 years of age, he is the winner by way of technical knockout in his professional debut, Herschel Walker.
Here's a quick look at the CompuStrike numbers, Frank.
Well, the numbers, they don't lie to us. Once again, it turned out to be a ground striking game. Walker, he took it where he wanted to. He did what he needed to do, and he beat up the kid.
All right, Stephen Quadros is standing by with Mr. Motivation.
Herschel, was this anything like you expected it to be? Please describe the experience.
Well, I tell you, the experience was exciting. But first, let me thank my opponent for giving me an opportunity to fight him because, it's kind of tough to fight an old man. But I tell you what, there's so many people I got to thank, but this was very tough.
Okay, we saw you display probably more skills than we expected in this fight. What did you do right and what did you do wrong, do you think?
Well, I didn't do anything right. I think I had a good team at AKA, Harvey Mendez, Bob Cook, Dave Camarillo, and all my fighters at AKA, Kane, George, John, so many of them. So I think they're the one of the reason I did this here because, we spar every 3 days a week, and that's the reason I did this.
Well, Herschel, we were talking at cage side, and we were wondering, is this it for Herschel Walker? Did you prove what you wanted to prove, or is there a next step? What's next for you? Well,
when I came to AKA, I left it up to Harvey Mendez to say when I needed to step out. All the fighters there, I told them that if they don't think I can do it, I got to quit. So I'm going to come back and train, and they're going to make that decision for me.
Well, we look forward to seeing you again. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Herschel Walker. And let's go down the cage side.
Thank everyone for being here. And I want to tell all you, hey, when you're booing the guys in this ring, don't do it. Because let me tell you, this is the hardest thing I've ever done. So they're not stopping for you. They're doing their best. So give them a cheer when they're working.
Thanks, Herschel. And back to you guys at cage side.